Well, despite issues like inflation and the economy uncertainty, the economic uncertainty rather, that we're feeling these days, salaries continue to trend upward in this country. Now, this is from the Robert Half 2023 Salary Guide. In today's tight talent market, employers have to offer more than just competitive pay to try to keep workers and win over new ones. So joining us this morning to talk about it is Brandy Britton. She's a career and workforce expert for Global Talent Solutions and business consulting firm Robert Half that I mentioned. Brandy, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being with us. All right, very interesting topic. Let's talk about it. The three top salary trends for the upcoming year. What's going on here?
I have to say, in my 23 years of recruiting, I have never seen a labor market like the one we're in today, where top of mind, first and foremost, is all about salaries and perks. Secondly, employers have got to be prepared to talk about compensation, not just with potential employees, but with their current employees. And then last but not least, money does not make up for a poor employee experience.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? I mean, I think we all learn at some point in our lives, right? Money's not everything. How is inflation and this economic uncertainty playing a role? I mean, obviously, we're trying to avoid a recession here, but how does all that uncertainty affect the workplace?
Yeah. So as you can imagine, inflation is impacting everything. And where compensation was important last year, as individuals go to the grocery store and things are more expensive for them, compensation is becoming even more important for them today. When you look at the number of job openings with the lack of workers, employees or job seekers are in the driver's seat right now.
Are you seeing any certain positions that have maybe significant salary growth?
Yeah, so salaries are on the rise across the board, and certainly where there's the greatest demand, you're going to see the greatest increase in overall compensation. When you look at, again, the job openings with a shortage of workers, it is a good time to be a job seeker, and it's an even better time to be a college graduate where unemployment is less than 2%.
No kidding. So that provides a lot of opportunities, I guess, for young workers trying to get in at the ground level.
There's a lot of opportunities for all types of workers. When you look at the research on our website, roberthalf.com, you can see the number of job openings outweighs the number of people actually looking for work.
You know, we promised our viewers, Brandy, that we'd ask you this. Any ideas, tips, advice you have for folks to successfully negotiate, whether it's a raise at their current job or trying to get to that number that they want to at a prospective employer? What kind of ideas do you have for us?
So first, if you're in a position, ask yourself, am I fulfilled in my role? Then these 5 tips are for you. Number 1, you got to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. Number 2, do your research about your position. There's a lot of information online. Even our website has some information about it online. Then 3, you want to ask for a meeting with your manager. Be forthcoming. Let them know that you would like to talk about your compensation. Then when you sit down with your manager, be realistic. Talk about your accolades. What are your accomplishments? What have you done over the last period of time to warrant this raise? And then the 5th and last point is, if you don't get the raise that you want, then ask your manager, what do you need to do to get that raise? And request a follow-up meeting with them in a short period of time. So usually 90 days is enough time if you don't get that raise to ask for that follow-up meeting.
Yeah, it reminds me of an interesting point. I think about some of us at certain points in our career, maybe we've been doing something a long time. Do you have any sense of how we can identify like real actual burnout versus, you know, we just need to fill up our tank, maybe take a day off or something and keep moving?
Yeah, so certainly if you don't feel fulfilled and enjoyment in your position, it is a good time to take some time off, work with your manager to take some time off. And usually within just a short couple of days off, you can tell, is it something that I'm burnt out on, or I just needed a little time to refresh and reboot? But it's all about the passion in your position that'll help you determine whether or not you're burned out or not.
Yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder. A couple days off, right? If you miss it, you know you're in the right business. Hey, Brandy, where can folks go for more information on what you do and the information we talked about?
Yeah, for tips for employers as well as job seekers, you can look at our website at roberthalf.com.
All right, big name in the employment industry, Robert Half, a well-known brand. And Brandy Britton, thanks for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Brandy Britton, career and workplace expert for Global Talent Solutions.